Snow is on the way. We'll let you know how much to expect overnight.
Plus, Madison leaders today talking crime in the city, a breakdown of the latest statistics.
And a postseason showdown at the Fieldhouse. We have team coverage of tonight's UW women's volleyball match straight ahead. News 3 Now at 10 starts right now. Thank you for joining us. If you are planning to be on the roads overnight or even tomorrow morning, you need to plan on taking it slow.
Now, the Streets Division says dozens of plows are ready to head out. They'll be working the main highways and thoroughfares as the snow starts to fall. But as a reminder, all side streets, they won't be plowed unless we get 3 or more inches of snow on our roadways. So let's see how much we're expecting in this system. And for that, we turn to Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti, our first warned forecast. Gary?
Well, snow is on the way. It keeps being delayed a little bit, but it looks like it'll be in here sometime between about 3 and 5 o'clock in the morning. We have an alert day in the forecast for that, not only for 2 to 5 inches of snow, with the heaviest amounts west and northwest of Madison, but also the potential for some freezing drizzle that could also help to impact travel. But you can see on Doppler track, the rain and snow that was in Nebraska and western Iowa early has raced to the northeast, and even as the system starts to wrap up, there are some flashes of lightning across parts of central and eastern Iowa. So can't rule out an isolated thunderstorm in there, but definitely we are looking for snow to overspread much of southern Wisconsin by mid to late overnight hours, and by early tomorrow morning, everybody should be seeing snow. High temperatures today, 40s in Janesville. Madison stayed in the upper 30s, but for the most part, temperatures were above freezing. Now they're below freezing, and because we've had clear skies through the evening, temperatures have actually fallen off a little bit more than forecast. So that means when the precipitation gets here, it's more likely to be in the form of snow. Right now, 29 degrees in Oregon, 31 degrees in Cross Plains, and 26 at the airport in Madison. Look for skies to become mostly cloudy overnight. Snow will develop. Could be some freezing drizzle mixed in as well. Again, mid to late overnight hours would be the best time for it to occur. Temperatures nearly steady or eventually rising into the lower 30s by tomorrow morning. Later on, I'll tell you how much snow we can expect across the area, and then when the next weather system will be coming in, and whether or not we can expect snow out of that next week.
All right, Gary, and check this out. Thankfully, we won't be dealing with this. This is Anchorage, Alaska, recording a record amount of snow this week. According to the National Weather Service, 1 to 2 feet of wet snow fell last night in Anchorage. That's more than the area has recorded in a single storm in more than 20 years. And a reminder, as always, be sure to check out our First Warn Weather app. It is free. It's a great tool to keep up to date on all things weather this winter.
Next tonight, charges have been officially filed in connection with the shooting at the top of State Street, even though the suspect has not yet been arrested. 40-year-old Lamar Jefferson is facing 1 count of attempted first-degree homicide and 1 count of possession of a firearm as a felon. Now, according to the complaint, Jefferson shot the victim several times last Tuesday. Medical officials said they found at least 5 wounds that were believed to have been from gunshots. The complaint also confirmed that the victim was involved in an argument with Jefferson about a week before the shooting, where he threatened to kill him. Again, he is still on the loose. Trending in the right direction. That's how Madison officials are describing public safety in Madison after sharing new data on this summer's targeted policing efforts.
They say reductions in the number of people shot and overall incidents of shots fired are down, but when you take a wider look at crime in the city of Madison, does it paint another picture? Tahlil Mohideen joins us now with more. Tahlil?
City leaders are the first to admit it's not quite a victory lap yet, but they do see the new data as a sign they're doing things right. But critics say it's still not enough. When it comes to building a safer Madison, Mayor Satya Rhodes-Conway says city leaders have been hard at work.
These efforts are paying off, and the trend lines are looking good.
Tuesday afternoon, Rhodes-Conway was joined by Madison Police Chief Sean Barnes to share the results of this summer's public safety efforts, focusing on car thefts, shots fired reports, and traffic safety.
These are the things that our community is most concerned about. These are the things that people call about, that they talk to me about.
Barnes says over the summer, they've been able to reduce the number of people shot and overall shots fired incidents by more than 20% and reduce car thefts by 5%. It's these numbers that have gotten the attention of Madison's mayor.
The fact that fewer people are being hit by bullets in our community is a result of good, hard work by city staff.
She credits the city's public health approach to safety, pointing to things like the Community Safety Intervention Team.
As deputy mayor, I started a lot of the work that she talked about today.
Gloria Reyes is a competing candidate for mayor, and she says she's not convinced Madison is doing well.
It's disturbing that we have had recent shootings in broad daylight in Madison recently. And we have a mayor here who is, with her briefing, patting herself on the back.
Data from Madison Police shows a mixed bag of improvements to public safety. In the past 3 years, beginning in 2021, robberies have gone down, and so have assaults. Homicides have jumped around, 10 each in the past 2 years, 4 or 5 before that, but an all-time high of 11 in 2017. Madison Police also reported a 25% decrease in injury crashes on East Washington, Mineral Point Road, and the Beltline over the summer.
We're keeping an eye on a developing story out of Iowa. Investigators are trying to determine the cause of an explosion and fire that swept through a biofuel plant near Cedar Rapids. Nearby residents were told to evacuate, and those in the city were urged to stay indoors. So far, no reports of any deaths, but some workers were hurt and taken to hospitals for treatment. Wisconsin and 32 other states have finalized an agreement with e-cigarette maker Juul Labs. Attorney General Josh Kaul announced that of the $435 million settlement, Wisconsin's share will be $14.7 million. Juul Labs was accused of relentlessly marketing to underage youth. According to a national survey last year, more than 2 million teenagers in the U.S. say they vape.
New tonight, a local music advocacy group releasing what it calls its Music Recovery Framework Study. The group, Greater Madison Music City, says it's a comprehensive list of ways to make the city's music scene more equitable for each part of the ecosystem. The study shows areas of improvement include more direct support from the city and several ways to be more inclusive.
I think there's huge potential to be more inclusive in this town. Let's just say that to start. I feel that way, but are we there yet? No.
We have a breakdown of their findings and recommendations at channel3000.com. Badger volleyball team tonight trying to cruise into the Elite Eight against Big Ten rival Penn State down at the Fieldhouse.
What looked like an early blowout turned into a close one. Sports director Zach Hanley has a recap.
Yeah, never easy beating a team 3 times in a season, especially when it's win or go home, and that was the task standing in Wisconsin's way. Penn State made it interesting. The Badgers won the first 2 sets. Nittany Lions took the next 2, so to a 5th set we go, and Caroline Crawford welcomed Penn State to her block party. One of her 3 blocks alone in the set. She finished with career-high 12, and after that, Bucky was rolling. Then on match point, Jocelyn Boyer serves up an ace, and Wisconsin takes down Penn State again in 5 sets.
It was just a really mentally tough performance by both teams. That really, I was in the huddle with these guys, and you can just see it in the eyes, and out there on the court and how they were working with each other. It was just as gritty of a performance I've ever seen.
So one more win in Wisconsin not only heads back to the Final Four, but they'll make history going undefeated at the Fieldhouse for the first time. We'll have more on the win coming up later in sports.
Leading up to the game, inside and outside of UW Fieldhouse was alive with red and white as fans packed the old barn to watch.
Arman Rahman caught up with some of them before tonight's clash.
The Badger spirit is running through fans young and old at the UW Fieldhouse, and they're all gathered here tonight for one thing.
Well, we're here for a repeat. Pure domination, yeah. We're going 3 sets, 25-0. Easy.
Of course, the game was actually quite closer, but fans hoped for a win. Started well before the first spike.
We have been following them quite heavily this season, so we're really excited for postseason games and that we're able to come to one of them.
But excitement wasn't enough to beat the rush for tickets. UW Fieldhouse sold out quickly. Thankfully, Will Morris had a heavy hitter on his team.
My mom actually got me the tickets and waited at the time for it to come out 9 a.m. So she got tickets for both of us.
For some spectators, it's the 2nd year in a row they get to watch the Badgers advance, while others...
What are we here to watch? The Badgers, yeah.
May just start witnessing their women's volleyball dynasty.
We got really excited for the championship last year, and we've been going to lots of games this year, haven't we? Hope the win streak keeps going and the tournament rolls on.
And for students, the post-win night is definitely still young.
Madison's going to be fun.
I'm going to go crazy.
Yeah, it'll be electric. I don't think any homework will be done tonight.
Now fans are going to have to continue bringing that energy as the Badgers advance to the Elite Eight, paving the way for their second NCAA championship. In Madison, Armand Rahman, News 3 Now.
And looking ahead, a holiday tradition is making a return to Wisconsin. Canadian Pacific's holiday train makes stops across Canada and northern parts of the U.S. Inside one of its boxcars, a stage, so live performers can entertain the crowd wherever they go. If you would like to see the train, you are in luck. It'll be making stops tomorrow night in Watertown and Columbus, then on Saturday in Portage and Wisconsin Dells. Everyone is encouraged to bring a food donation. Still to come tonight, your updated forecast and just how much snow we can expect overnight.
But first, students at the UW Richland Center campus keeping up the efforts to save their school. That's next at 10.
Welcome to Oakmont Senior Community in Verona. Active seniors 55 plus will enjoy our new luxury apartments, professionally managed by award-winning Attic Angel Community. Call today for a tour and reserve your place at Oakmont.
Waiting sometimes is just inevitable. But if you're over 50 or live with a chronic condition, waiting could be deadly, because conditions like heart disease or diabetes raise your risk of serious illness or death from untreated COVID. And if you don't get treatment within days, you may not be able to get treatment. So, got COVID symptoms? Get tested and get treated right away. It can't wait.
Our biggest sale of the year is held over, so there's still time to get Black Friday deals during our huge Thanksgiving sale, held over at Slumberland Furniture. Incredible prices, plus get 30% off on top of that store-wide. Get your final chance for Black Friday deals and 30% off? Yep, held over. And don't forget, mattress shopping is easy, fast, and comfortable at Slumberland. Come see our difference and get a great sale on a mattress today.
Need life insurance? Select Quote found Jacob, 40, a $500,000 policy for only $19 a month. And Select Quote found his wife Wendy, a $500,000 policy for only $17 a month.
Select Quote. We shop, you save.
Need to know what the traffic is like before you hit the road? Get the Channel 3000 app now, and I'll tell you where the trouble spots are and how to get around them.
The Channel 3000 app. Get it now. Powered by News 3 Now.
Welcome to Oakmont Senior Community in Verona. Active seniors 55 plus will enjoy our new luxury apartments, professionally managed by award-winning Attic Angel Community. Call today for a tour and reserve your place at Oakmont.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show, we've got Olympic gold medalist Lindsey Bunn. I'm so glad she's here. Then find out why this cup is known as the Baby Whisperer. That is adorable.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. Disney Plus just got pricier unless you're willing to sit through some ads. The commercial-free tier now costs $10.99 per month. That's an increase of $3. The company has a new tier called Disney Plus Basic for $7.99 per month, but you have to watch those ads. Disney first announced it would be introducing an ad-supported tier in March. Hundreds of journalists and other employees at the New York Times walking off the job today for the first time in more than 40 years. The 24-hour walkout is the result of ongoing contract negotiations over wage increases and remote work policies. Employees also held a rally this afternoon outside the newspaper's offices near Times Square.
Employees of the American Red Cross's 6 Wisconsin facilities have announced They have voted to begin a strike during the region's largest blood drive later this month. The employees union AFSCME said that the strike will protest management's unfair labor practices and their ongoing refusal to bargain in good faith. The UW system president says no, but students say the fight continues. UW Platteville-Richland students delivered a petition with over 1,300 signatures to the UW Board of Regents today asking to save in-person classes at that campus. But as Nicole Herzog explains, it may not help. Nicole?
Yeah, it's been a little over 2 weeks since UW Platteville-Richland students got the announcement that in-person instruction would end. Rothman said today it's a step he hasn't taken lightly, but steep enrollment declines and financial pressures make it necessary. The fight is still on to save UW Platteville-Richland's campus.
So it's a really important place.
Students from the Richland Center campus delivered a petition to UW Regents Thursday, asking them to consider keeping in-person instruction open. The petition has over 1,300 signatures, far more than the 60 students and 25 employees impacted by the decision.
Now, we believe that our voices should be heard.
The students gave testimonies and a proposal with suggestions on how to drive up enrollment by hiring a campus recruiter.
We didn't even have a recruiter for Richland, so there's a lot of answers to the problems that we face.
But the boss said no, at least for now. UW System President Jay Rothman said he'd consider the petition, but the decision to close would stay intact.
Enrollment numbers and the strong desire to provide a high-quality college experience for our students with so few on campus left me, unfortunately, with little choice.
Rothman said the decision to stop in-person instruction at UW Platteville-Richland doesn't necessarily mean other two-year campuses will also be closed. UW system officials will monitor enrollment trends and graduation rates on a case-by-case basis.
We are going to work to ensure that these critical access points throughout the state continue to innovate, provide education and services that Wisconsinites rely on.
That's exactly why students are working to keep the campus open.
It offers higher education to the people in Richland County who might not have otherwise had the chance to start college.
Rothman reassured students that they're prepared to keep at least some kind of UW system presence at the Richland campus, even if it's through online-only classes and enrichment programs.
And let's go to Chief Meteorologist Gary Canolti now with an update on our forecast.
Well, we have an alert day in the forecast. We've had it in for the last couple of days, but right now the alert day is in the forecast overnight into the day tomorrow. We are looking for occasional snow, about 2 to 5 inches of snow, with the heaviest amounts west and northwest of Madison. There'll also be some freezing drizzle mixed in as well. You can see the precipitation area expanding pretty rapidly to the north and east into Iowa. It was initially mainly rain, but you can see how it's changing over to snow as it gets into the colder air, especially over parts of northeastern Iowa and eventually into southwestern Wisconsin. And 6-hour future track radar shows mainly snow into Wisconsin. Now, there could be some mixed precipitation down toward the Illinois state line for a time. That would limit snowfall amounts right along the Wisconsin-Illinois state line, but the farther north you go, the more snow that, or at least the more likely that you would see all snow. The question is, how far north that area of snow will go before the system starts heading off to the east. And right now, we're looking at a general 2 to 5 inch snowfall across southern Wisconsin. The 2-inch amounts will probably be down toward the Illinois state line. The 4 or 5-inch amounts probably, say, Richland Center westward toward Prairie du Chien, maybe toward Viroqua and just south of La Crosse. And then the northern edge of this will get cut off pretty quickly, so it's hard to tell exactly where that will be, but probably at least an inch of snow into central Wisconsin. So all of southern Wisconsin pretty much going to see a widespread snow. As far as the freezing rain potential, that's more likely over eastern Iowa, where that transition zone is taking place. Again, mostly snow across Wisconsin, but there could be some freezing drizzle at least over parts of southwestern Wisconsin, and that bears some watching because that could also make road surfaces pretty slick. But we are looking at winter weather advisories that are in effect overnight through much of the day on Friday through all of southern Wisconsin, extreme northern Illinois, then back into the west into Iowa and Minnesota, even a winter storm warning in north central Iowa where the heaviest snow is going to be. So 3 things you need to know. The bottom line here is that we're looking for overnight snow and for much of the day tomorrow, winding down in the afternoon. Some freezing drizzle at times, and then just cold enough for snow. Temperatures actually might be a little bit above freezing through much of the day tomorrow, but still cold enough for the sticky, wet snow to reach the ground. And then after that, temperatures will actually be in the upper 30s to lower 40s into early next week, so we'll continue to melt some of that snow. The problem is after that, another storm system brings rain, maybe changing to snow around Thursday and Wednesday, and then temperatures turn a lot colder, probably upper 20s for highs by the time we get into next weekend, and it looks like that trend will continue for for a while longer, because then we're almost a week away from Christmas at that point. Otherwise, as we check out our forecast, we do have that winter weather advisory overnight into much of the day tomorrow till 3 p.m. west of Platteville to Lone Rock to Wisconsin Dells line. East of there, that advisory runs until 6 p.m. tomorrow evening. Look for occasional snow overnight into tomorrow. Freezing drizzle mixed in as well. High temperature 36, but that will come to an end late in the afternoon. And again, about 2 to 5 inches of snow accumulation. Future track, the clouds thickening up overnight. By 2 a.m., you can see the snow already into southwestern Wisconsin, reaching Madison probably between 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning. Mix of precipitation near the Illinois state line, but even that will change over to snow, even though temperatures will be slightly above freezing. And then as the snow lifts to the north and east, it'll wind down in the afternoon, down to just some snow showers or flurries. And most of the accumulating snow should be over with by then. About 2 to 5 inches of snow, lighter amounts south of Janesville, heavier amounts out toward Boscobel and Viroqua. And as far as ice accumulations, minor ice accumulations, mainly in freezing drizzle over southwestern Wisconsin. 7 to 10 day forecast. Temperatures above freezing during the day, at least through early next week. A storm system Tuesday will bring rain, changing to snow on Wednesday. Probably maybe some minor accumulations there. And then after that, colder as we head toward next weekend.
And coming up in sports, on to the next round. How Wisconsin got it done again over Penn State and why Kelly Sheffield says his Badgers have championship DNA. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $50 you spend. That's a 25-cent fuel saver this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Don't miss this red-hot weekend at Hy-Vee.
The Internet of Things is evolving, creating the Internet of You. And Spectrum, America's leading internet provider, is bringing you seamless connectivity across all your devices. Introducing Spectrum One, Spectrum Internet with speeds of 300 megabits for smoother surfing, streaming, gaming, and more. Advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced security and privacy on all your devices. And one line of Spectrum Mobile with unlimited talk, text, and data and nationwide 5G included. Get it all for just $49.99 a month. Call 833-882-4999.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces. Generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
Ready, Dad?
All charged up.
This holiday season, Ford wants to help you shine bright with a special offer on select Ford vehicles. Choose a vehicle in stock or simply place a custom order. Lock in your rate and you're protected, even if rates go up before your order comes in.
So much.
And that's how Ford is helping you.
I'm proud of you, kids.
Shine bright. This season, choose FlexBuy on a 2022 Escape or Edge SUV and get 0% financing for 66 months at your local Ford dealer. And shine bright.
Look! It's easy to say things. Anyone can do that.
Look closer.
Meaning what you say, that's a little harder. And a little harder to find. But at US Cellular, when we say you get unlimited data for $29.99 per line, we don't mean only if you get 4 lines. We mean $29.99 per line, even 1. Plus, every plan is price protected for every customer.
The secret to success is always something like, hang in there, embrace the hustle.
No pain, no gain.
But at Denver Mattress, we believe the best way to get ahead is to start ahead with a great night's sleep on a Purple mattress. Soft and firm in all the right places, the Gel Flex grid keeps you cool all night long, making Purple sleep better sleep. Overnight success is waiting, only at Denver Mattress. The easiest way to find your perfect Purple.
Earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $50 you spend. That's a 25-cent fuel saver this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Don't miss this red-hot weekend at Hy-Vee.
Survive in advance. It's the only thing that matters once you head into the NCAA tournament. And reaching this spot, the regional semifinal, nothing new to the Badgers. It's their 10th straight time. Their opponent isn't new either. Third meeting between Wisconsin and Penn State, and like the last one, this one went to a 5th set. And this is when Bucky got the momentum. Julia Orzel serves up an ace, starting a run of 5 straight points. Then later in the set, Anna Smrek with the Smrek Smack to make it 13-4, one of her 13 kills, and it was all over after that. Jocelyn Boyer ends it with an ace, and Wisconsin takes down Penn State in 5 sets. They'll face Pitt on Saturday night.
We have a championship DNA. Yeah, I mean, you got to have that to get to this point. I mean, at this point, everybody's got it. The thing is that you can tell this group believes in themselves, you know, at that level, and that it's real, and they'll fight for it.
It's exciting to see where we can take this through every game and how gritty we have become. So I'm super excited to get in there and continue to grit through all this.
As soon as Derek Dasher took over the Albany girls basketball program, he changed the culture. He'll credit everything to his team, but they say he's the reason for all their success. And the lady comments, they're not just talking about the wins.
Set.
From the hunter to the hunted.
We wanted to just come out and start showing that we really could do this.
Albany girls basketball has a bullseye on their back.
You want the target on your back. That means that, once again, you've put the work in to be really good. You've been successful. And now there's other teams that want to be like you.
The season before Derek Dasher took over, the Lady Comets won 4 games.
Good energy, good job.
Without him in this program, I truly think that we'd be a completely different team because he's built such a strong program.
Now?
He came around, and then our wins just kind of started multiplying and multiplying and multiplying.
They're coming off back-to-back sectional final appearances.
Good. I honestly, and I know people are saying you're just going to be humble, I've had nothing to do with this. It's the girls. Get out of your comfort zone here. Okay?
Yeah, he definitely doesn't like to take credit for much.
What Dasher will do, use the game to prepare his team for whatever life throws them.
We talk about a missed free throw. We talk about a missed three-pointer at a crucial moment. We talk about turning the basketball over. And what that means in the big spectrum of life, you know, when something adverse happens, how are we going to respond?
And thanks to Dasher,
There's always going to be challenges in life, and taking that fight for adversity on the court and out of context, out of school, it really applies to everything.
Left hand to the left.
when adversity hits, they'll be ready. Badger football news, what a crazy couple of weeks it's been for Marcus Allen. In October, he entered the transfer portal, then committed to Minnesota, only to decommit and take his name out of the portal. What does that mean? Well, Allen is now back at Wisconsin. Joe Tippmann, however, is not. The starting center announced he's leaving early to declare for the draft and will not play in the bowl game. We're back after this.
Happy holidays from our Dwellings family to yours. Happy holidays.
To everyone who loves great food, let us make you a meal the Wisconsin way.
We cook each butter burger to order for you and the people you love, so it's the best part of your day.
The best.
The best.
And every creamy scoop of fresh frozen custard, pure happiness.
Pure happiness.
Pure happiness. Because where Culver's comes from.
And the heart of America's Dairyland.
Our love.
Our love for fresh food is as strong as our love for all of you.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
I became an orthopedic surgeon for a lot of reasons.
For a lot of reasons.
For a lot of reasons.
To help you take walks again.
To ease your pain.
To rebuild your strength. And at every step along the way,
we take the time to answer all your questions.
We're here because we care.
We care about you.
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 They care about me.
Sauk Prairie Healthcare Orthopedics, now offering robotic-assisted knee replacement.
I'd like to thank our sponsor, Liberty Mutual. They customize your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. Contestants ready? Go! Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Never have I ever put literally every single item in our store on sale, even the items that never go on sale. Every item?
Join us now through December 24th for our never on sale sale. Only at Rogers and Hollins. Ready, Dad?
All charged up.
This holiday season, Ford wants to help you shine bright with a special offer on select Ford vehicles. Choose a vehicle in stock or simply place a custom order. Lock in your rate and you're protected, even if rates go up before your order comes in.
So much.
And that's how Ford is helping you
Proud of you, kids.
shine bright. Now, get an F-150 with 2.9% financing for 60 months and $500 retail bonus cash plus $500 accessories cash.
Save big during the Hy-Vee Meat and Seafood Sale. Get 10% off all meat, seafood, deli meat in the full-service case this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's right, get 10% off all meat and seafood in the full-service case. Steaks, chicken, salmon, shrimp, all cuts of meat, all fresh seafood. Plus, get 10% off all deli meat in the full-service case. Don't miss the Meat and Seafood Sale. 3 days only this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at Hy-Vee.
Welcome to Dwellings.
Shop our fabulous showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
News 3 Now's 12 Days of Giving, presented by SSM Health.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
All right, we're all concerned about the snow.
Yeah, advisories are in effect overnight through much of the day tomorrow for all of southern Wisconsin, basically from Madison and northern suburbs of Chicago westward through La Crosse and through Iowa and Minnesota. Here comes the snow. There's Doppler track heading towards southwestern Wisconsin. Future radar shows most of the snow entering the Dane County probably by about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and overspreading much of southern Wisconsin in an hour or two after that. Temperatures, though, have dropped a little bit more this evening, so that makes it cold enough that we'll probably see all snow here in Dane County right now. 26 at the airport, but 31 degrees right now in Cross Plains, 27 to the east in Deerfield, so a little warmer to the south and west. Temperatures actually rising a bit overnight into the lower to middle 30s, even though we'll see snow tomorrow, so that'll be a sticky, wet snow, hard to shovel, and some freezing drizzle in there as well.
Gary, thank you. Our morning crew will have the very latest. Thanks for joining us.
Do something good, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.